defensive line play. So it was a moment where, kind of early on, he was like frame by frame, the film, and he was like, "Did you see that?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he was like, "He can't take inside power because of the way he drops his foot here." And it was just like those small details that he caught that I didn't necessarily catch, and I think that's what helped me. Yeah, regular meetings. And then it turned into, he gave me the blueprint, so that he would add his notes in the film, and I would, watch it on my own as well. Yeah, it's definitely sharpened my game a lot. Going against Ozzy Trapillo since I first stepped on campus as a 17-year-old, and then we got guys like Drew Bowery, who's up and coming as well, and it really helps. Iron sharpens iron, and I don't think I would have been as prepared on a weekly basis if I wasn't going against those guys every single week. So,
Donovan, are you a first-round pick?
I believe so. Yes.
What makes you a first-round pick?
Like I said before, my mentality, my mental toughness, a great player as well as a great person. And I think I've shown that I have the attributes. I can rush, I can win, and I can play the run as well at a high level.
Hey, Donovan, you spoke.
No, I haven't.
Who stood out to you at the Senior Bowl?
I'm sorry, can we get right here?
Who stood out to you at the Senior Bowl?
Defensive line or offensive line?
Both.
I had a good group. I had guys in my group, defensive line, like, Mike Green, David Walker, John Joyner, Landon Jackson. We had a pretty solid group. Femi, even D tackles as well. But offensive line, I would say, the tackle from Minnesota, he stood out. The offensive lineman from, I believe, North Dakota State. And he was a great guy too. He was pretty cool, but he was talented as well.
Hey, Donovan, you spoke about the South Jersey roots, the next level 7-on-7 team. How did that shape you?
Next level greats.
Yeah.
It showed me, what it was to, compete with the top in the country. We traveled around the country, did 7-on-7. Granted, I'm a defensive lineman trying to do 7-on-7. It wasn't my strong suit, but it just showed me that, there's talent out here, but I can play with that talent. And obviously, we travel, go to different colleges, and big shout out to, Coach Marcus Hammond, Coach Brandon Banther, and Coach Preston Brown, and Coach Malik Brown. Those guys, they got something special, and Coach Matt Zubak. So, yeah.
You mentioned like the extensive film study that you kind of put into process. Can you give an example of like something that you caught on film maybe last year that you were able to go put on tape like that following Saturday?
You're saying like moves and stuff?
Yeah, any like weaknesses that you noticed with the tackle you were able to kind of take advantage of?
I got you. So, with film, you're able to see, you can't hide, obviously. So, when you pick up on things like, whether tackles are giving away run-pass keys, that helps you, obviously, pre-snap. Whether or not they're, waist benders or they kick and they, keep their chest tall or whatever the case may be. And I think when you take those things, and you're studying those things, it's easier to have a plan in game. So I definitely use that to my advantage.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You talked about that last night. Felt like you did enough.
Right. Yeah, that was the biggest thing. Felt like I showed what I had to show out there. So yeah, that's what went into leaving the Senior Bowl early.
Donovan, if you were going to career day and all of a sudden left half and Prince of Gavassi are on the other end, how weird would that be? And then what would you tell them about the player you were?
That wouldn't be weird at all. I actually I spoke to them over the phone, before this, not too long ago, and it'll just be like a reunion from high school, honestly. Getting recruited from high school to college, and obviously, I was with them for 3 years, so it wouldn't be weird at all. Wouldn't be a surprise at all. I had a lot of respect for those guys, and I know that it's always open communication. That's a bond and a connection that we built for life, not just for my time in college. So I think so.
Have you met with the Seahawks yet?
What gets better going last year, CC? Do you feel like the program is on the precipice of breakthrough or finals?
Yeah, I think so. I think Coach O'Brien and his staff is on the cusp of that. But what really made it special was, after my last game playing at Boston College, it made it special that, you know, younger guys on the team, freshman, sophomore, and they came up to me and they was like, Don, I really appreciate you for everything. And like the type of person I am, I didn't really understand like what are you talking about? Like I'm just being who I am. I'm just, you know, if I could talk to you and give you a little wisdom, that's what I'm supposed to do. But that means like I had an impact on the guys. You know what I mean? And that speaks to who I am as a person. And that speaks to why they elected me as captain. But it was just kind of like maybe like a surreal moment in a way, to understand that like, okay, I actually had an impact here at this school.
Donna,
Have you met formally with the Dallas Cowboys yet?
Formally, no, I haven't with the Dallas Cowboys.
Formally with them?
Yeah, I have.
What was that meeting like?
It was good. Definitely talked a lot of football. You know, drew up some things or whatever the case may be. But it was a very good conversation.
have you met with the Seahawks yet?
No, I haven't.
All right, thank you.